Good afternoon. Hey, it's Tim with Not Square Garage again. I want to talk about something that I've been thinking about quite a lot. And you can probably guess by looking around that I probably have wondered about some of these things myself. But I think I'm probably going to be able to give you a lot of permission that you never thought you had before. So I think a lot of us like to buy tools. I've talked to a lot of people that buy tools. I've talked to hobby people, kind of like me. And I've talked to a lot of people that are in the trades. And I've talked to people that are carpenters. And we all agree there's a couple of things that are basic. One, can you afford it? Yeah, okay. Can you afford it? Dollars and cents, can you afford it? Okay. Well, that's a plus for getting the tool. The second thing, which I think is really important, is can you appreciate it? Appreciate it means, for some people, it just means having it, knowing you have it. Sometimes that's enough. You know, if you purchase it, look at it once, put it away, never see it again, chances are you're not appreciating it. But if you purchase it, take it out, look at it, read about the manual, whatever, watch some YouTube on it, whatever. But you really are glad that you have it. Every time you walk out in the wood shop, you look around and you go, I'm really glad I have that. Doesn't mean I have to use it every day, but I'm glad I have it. So I did make a couple of notes when I talked to people. You know, I guess one of the other things is it for a one-time use? In other words, you've got a little project that you're working on and you're going to use this just one time and you're going to put it away. I don't know if you should buy that tool. Maybe see if one of your buddies has one you can borrow for that. But it still goes back to rule number 1 and 2. Can you afford it? Can you appreciate it? And some people have said, well, do you have room for it? I'm up in the air on that one because I'll always find room for it. So then the other thing is, does it only, some people said, does it only do one thing? I got thinking about that and I thought, only doing one thing. Well, I got a lot of tools that only do one thing. And when you talk about like a drill, for a drill, you can do a lot of things. You can drive screws with it. Everybody ought to have a drill. We all know that. But, a domino joiner, it only does one thing, but it does it really well. And when you use it, I know I really appreciate it because it does a good job, makes my life really easy. When I put two pieces of wood together, put those dominoes in there and put a little bit of glue in there and put it together, I'm done. It works great. These cabinets behind me that I built out of wood to hold my sustainers, there's not a screw in them. So the domino joiner is basically a single-use tool that does its job really good. So number 1, can you afford it? Can you appreciate it? And does it do its job? Yeah, that's a great one. Then the other thing is, it's kind of, do you need it? Do you have one already? And so why would you get another one? Well, maybe because you wanted it. Look over here. I saw it on YouTube. And we all know I'm a Festool guy. But here's the new sander. It's got a light in it. How cool is that? So that goes along with rule number 1 and 2. Could I afford it? Yeah, fortunately I could. Can I appreciate it? Absolutely. So having it is nice. And it's now here's the other thing that I think is important. It's already part of a system that I'm already in. I think I'm lucky enough to be able to buy Festool. And I do like Festool, and we'll talk about that at another time. But the fact that it's going to be a lot of fun to use, and it has a lot of nice features. And then the other thing is, can't help this, with the battery, this is the first Festool battery tool that I have. I get to buy the light. Is that appreciate? Yeah, absolutely. So that being said, one of the other things to say about this is, which if you look around in here, I have a lot of sustainers. I do computer work, networking, wiring, and I had an HHR that was full of stuff just jammed into drawers. When I got rid of the HHR, I went with all these sustainers. Trust me, I didn't spend as much money on this as most people think I did. But what I did do is I organized all of my stuff by using these sustainers. This follows rule number 1. You know, can I afford it? Yeah. Could I? I'd almost have to afford it. Do I know where everything is now when I go to do a job? Yeah. So is it worth it? Can I appreciate it every day I go out somewhere and grab one of these and do a wiring job, camera job, network job, whatever I'm doing? I'm really glad that this stuff was here. Which leads me to the next thing that I'm mentioning about this. When you buy that new tool, I think one of the things that you have to be aware of is it going to be part of a system? So if you start out, and I'm sure everybody on YouTube has mentioned this many times before, if you start out with battery tools, which chances are one of the first tools you're ever going to get is a drill, and chances are you're not going to buy a corded drill these days, you're going to buy a battery operated drill. So the first question you need to ask there is, am I going to stay in that system? In other words, if I go DeWalt, if I go Rigid, if I go the myriad of other ones that are out there, am I going to stay with that battery system? Because batteries are almost, well, probably in a lot of cases, are more expensive than the tool itself. So that's a consideration, absolutely. And you know, you don't have to stay totally in one platform. I started out with a lot of DeWalt stuff, and I have a lot of DeWalt batteries. This Festool sander that I just bought, I don't expect, I hope not, I don't expect to get into battery-operated Festool tools because I'm primarily a garage shop. I have plenty of electricity, so I'm not going to be out on a job site. But if you are a carpenter and you're going to be out on job sites and you need a tool and you've already started a system, you want to think about staying with that system. So basically, all I wanted to get out on the channel today, because I haven't visited with you in quite a while, and you know, I'm just one guy doing my own filming, but I had this idea and I wanted to get it out there. The overwhelming from everybody that I talked to, and my first question was, should you buy the tool? And the answer was yes, absolutely. The other question that I asked, I said, do you have to be able to afford it? Yes, absolutely. Should you appreciate it? Absolutely. Are you going to use it? Is it a single-use tool? Is it part of a system? Okay. So basically what I want to tell you today on this Sunday, because I wanted to get something out, is if you're thinking about buying a tool, buy it. Go out on YouTube. Everybody does a review of this tool, that tool, whatever. Look at what you're interested in, check them out. If it's got what you want, if everybody says it's a great tool, excuse me, whatever, but do your homework. And then when you save up the money and you want to go get it, don't feel guilty. Go get it. Come home, open up that box, charge the batteries up, do what, you know, just do something with it. It doesn't really matter. It's more fun just to be doing something and have fun with it. So, like they all say out there, okay, keep working, keep having fun, keep all 5 fingers, be safe, and go buy the tool. I said it's all right. Thanks for watching.